Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This video is an interesting one. I like the fact that it's coming from a man. Said why individualism makes it harder to be a villager. You know, when I started watching a lot of videos from Western culture, first world countries, you know, even videos and movies, I discovered that the kind of lifestyle they lead is vastly different from the kind of lifestyle that we lived down here in my country, because we still believe in the village. Because well, even though our people are you know copying the Western culture now a lot, but other than that we still practice the village kind of lifestyle. This is what I mean. A a mother, somebody else's mother, can see you on the road misbehaving and they will correct you on the road, and when they get home they will report it to your mom, and when you come back home, best believe you're going to be punished. Best believe it. Do you get? So because you are in public does not mean you not start misbehaving, thinking that people that will know your parents will not correct you in public. It's not going to happen. Do you get? Because we know that one parent is not enough to train a child. That's why you need the whole village. It is the same reason why when a woman gives birth, a lot of people troop into her house, people from the church, people from her society, her friends and family. They come to lend hand because they know that in that season, that state, the woman needs all the help she can get. Even she and the husband, she and her husband are not enough. And it's true. It's also the same reason why you see the woman the one that gives birth, the mother will travel all the way. The mother can even cross seas just to visit her daughter and to be with her daughter for 3 months. We call it omugo. So they can stay with the daughter. The mom will now teach her daughter how to cater for a new baby, how to give birth to a new baby, the things the new mothers need to take and all that. Also teach the husband how to cater for the wife as a new mom. These are things that have been helping us for generations, from generations to generations. And I really hope we are able to sustain it. But let's listen to this man as she shares his own opinion.
You know, when we say everyone wants a village, but no one wants to be a villager, I think it's really important to also understand that the world around us has been crafted to encourage hyper individualism. The world and capitalism wants you to call an Uber when you land at the airport for 30, 40 bucks to get tossed into the economy rather than calling up a friend. And you have some sound logic by thinking, if my friend lives 30 minutes from the airport and then I live 30 minutes from the airport, they're going to have to drive a half hour to the airport, half hour to my house, and then back to their house. Why would I bother them? Why would I inconvenience them? The answer is that's what a village does. That's what community does. I don't mean to use the word inconvenience like in a literal sense, but we're meant to inconvenience each other. We are meant to transcend logic and be there for each other, even if there's another convenient alternative. Yeah, you're supposed to hire movers rather than bring some friends over and feed them some pizza so that they can help you move a couch. That's what's good for the economy. That's what's good in keeping you in an individualistic silo. But that's what makes us all feel so disconnected from each other. And that's what makes it feel like when you see a friend, you're just catching up as if you're having some sort of workplace performance review. You're not actually seeing them in your day-to-day life. They're not involved in redecorating your house. They're not the first people to see you when you land from a trip with your wife. You are keeping yourself in a silo because you are falling victim to the capitalistic world around us, which makes sense. They are pouring billions and billions of dollars in convincing us to do those things. But if you want to start building a village and you want to start feeling like you're part of a community and you actually have friends that are there for you, I need you to start giving them a chance to be there for you. I want you to ask them. I want you to inconvenience them. And I want you to be ready to be inconvenienced the second someone asks you for a favor as well. You know, when we say everyone wants a village,
If we're being honest, yeah, the price of having a village is inconvenience. I know people may not want to hear it, but that's just what it is. It is what it is. Which is why, because this channel we are heavy on relationship, which is why I tell people that you cannot want a good relationship or a good marriage without inconveniencing yourself, or the two of you deciding that there are bound to be inconveniences or sacrifices that will make to in order to have this. So we need to stop deluding ourselves, which is why a lot of people don't like it when you tell them that there are some sacrifices you have to make in order to have good marriages. People think when it comes to marriage that we shouldn't make any sacrifice, there shouldn't be any inconvenience, and things should just work in itself. Life is not like that. Life is not like that. See, and it is what it is. There's no ways to say it. Let's even check what the people are saying in the comments. Netflix no sharing policy. But I share my friend's Netflix with. You can. Is there a new policy? That is from a business side of view, and still points what he's saying. Because they will be imagining if everybody starts sharing that they won't get the kind of money they want. The price of community is inconvenient, and that's just the gospel truth. We just have to accept this is the gospel truth. Costco telling me I can't use my mother's Costco card. The cost of friendship is inconvenience. Like, we need to understand it and accept it. It is what it is. It is what it is.
The weird condition around marriage of the previous generation will never cease to amaze me. I don't know what it is about marriage that just, I don't know, it's crazy. I spent valuable time that I will not get back watching a series of videos here about a couple who were having issues and they're trying to reconcile. I think they're probably trying to reconcile or something. I don't know. I couldn't sustain. I couldn't watch it to the end. But this man spent his youth womanizing, being an irresponsible father, being a very terrible husband to this woman. And when I say very terrible, I mean very terrible. He languished his inheritance. He chased his children out of the house. He was violent to his wife. And finally, the kids are grown. The wife left him. Yada yada yada. Point is, he's sick now. He goes to report her to her church, and then the pastor or whoever, the leader of the church, is asking him what he wants, and he's sitting in this chair. I don't know if you've seen that video, you would understand exactly what I'm trying to explain. He's sitting in this chair and he's saying, oh, we used to have peace. I just want her to come back. All these things she said, it happened 10-15 years ago. It's in the past. I promised her I won't do it. It will never happen again. You don't have money now. When you had money, you did what you did. Now you don't have money. When you had health, when you had youth, you were cheating. Now you're old and sick and has suffered a stroke. You need a nurse. Now you want your wife back. A woman you beat up. A woman you put out of your home severally. A woman whose children you... And anyway, that brings me to my point. The fact that sometimes some men feel like they could squander their youth, be irresponsible with their wives when they're supposed to love her with their youth, and then in old age expect loyalty from the same woman that you couldn't love with your youth. The same woman you couldn't give love to when you had vitality, young, money. When you had the means, you couldn't love her. You expect her to love you when you're like, you have nothing to offer. You basically...
The ugly truth is, this is the reality of a lot of women in my country, Nigeria. There are a lot of women that have this. And what if we start hearing, oh, forgive him. He's the father of your children. He's the father of your children. And this is not me saying not to forgive, but I don't like how they emotionally blackmail the woman. Instead of being plain and, telling the man, you messed up, but of course, it's good, it's good for her to forgive you. But not like emotionally trying to blackmail the woman. And it's sometimes making the woman feel like she does not know what she's saying. That's the part I don't like. That's the part I detest. But of course, it's okay to forgive. And the forgiving you are doing, you're not even doing it for the man. It's for your own, so that you relieve yourself. Forgive him. And if you choose to nurse him, or you can still forgive him and love him from afar. The woman forgiving doesn't necessarily mean she coming back to the house and taking care of the man. That's not forgiveness. She can still forgive him, and when they meet, there's no no bad blood. Everything is no. They can talk. You to accept the fact that she has forgiven you and allow her be. She does not necessarily need to come back and nurse you before you know that she has forgiven you. I hope that makes sense. So yeah, see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.